All right, I love my trip to Iceland, and I highly recommend it to everyone.
Yeah.
And they should restart that Go Club in the basement of that game store.
So if you have money, just go.
Yeah, just go. Hey, like the flights from here to Iceland are actually relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, and direct.
Like if you buy them around the right time, get them on sale, like they're like $400 round trip flights from here.
Really?
Yeah, but you have to like search for them. Normally, I think it's like $400 like one way. It's like a pretty fair price. But anyway, Iceland's cool. You should go there. As you can hear, I'm sick, sort of. I think I'm done being sick, but I got the flu last Tuesday, and now my voice is just kicking my ass about it still.
I experienced a very similar path.
Yeah?
Some nice people.
I know, I actually kind of like the sound of it right now in my head. I'm sure outside, in the outside world, it sounds awful, but
What's your kid think of
in my head I can,
You know, kind of talk like this, do these sorts of voices and grandiose, manly things that I cannot normally do.
And now that'll be the cover for the video.
Oh, of course, this will definitely be the cover.
Okay. All right, so today's very special because I don't talk about AlphaGo very often. Do you know why I don't talk about AlphaGo very often in these classes?
Because it's so much smarter than the rest of us.
Because
A little bit.
When it's smarter, it's inexplicable.
No.
it's not, it kind of feels not natural necessarily for its moves.
No. The reason why I don't cover AlphaGo as much in my class is because everybody else is freaking covering AlphaGo.
Okay.
And there's like really good AlphaGo content, right? The Michael Redden videos are really good. Of course, all the game reviews he's done, live or otherwise, are all really good. The Chris Garlock videos. Every other YouTube channel has analyzed several AlphaGo videos. So I just feel like everyone else is doing it, and I'm not that great of a guy, so I just go do my own. But today we're going to do it.
Okay, yay.
Because AlphaGo released the AlphaGo teaching tool. Who knows what this is?
Is this AlphaGo or AlphaGo Zero?
So I think it's not. And that's sort of part of the other things that people are going, why isn't this AlphaGo Zero version? But whatever. Here's what it looks like. It's on my iPad right now. You guys can kind of just see it. That's it. That's it. That's the whole tool. But it is very interesting because what it tells you is it gives you percentages of what AlphaGo thinks are the best moves on the board. And right away, there's some pretty interesting things we can dissect from this. So I thought I played around with this for a while. I thought I would share this with you guys. So the first thing, right? It's here's the nomenclature. Just so if you're playing along at home, you can go load it up on your own web browser tab and check it out for yourself. AlphaGo, the move AlphaGo would play would be like a light blue move. The number represents the winning percentage for black. So if it ever says move 100%, that means the game's over. Black just won the game with that move. There's no other possible variation. If it's 50-50, of course, that means 50-50. If it's less than 50, that means white has a better chance of winning the game. And right away, when you look at this board and you look at all the standard opening moves that it's analyzed, there's no move that is even that close to 50-50. Every one of these moves is below 50%.
Every move?
Every move.
Every first move?
Every first move according to the
How
AlphaGo
much
teaching
Komi?
tool. It's assuming a 6.5 Komi.
So this is AlphaGo playing white?
No, this is AlphaGo saying white has an advantage, right? AlphaGo has taught itself.
Okay, AlphaGo is commenting on.
Yeah.
Well, it's not commenting. I'm interpreting, right, these numbers.
Wow.
But the fact that every number on this board does not approach 50% on the first move of the game, right, tells me, and should tell you, that AlphaGo thinks white has an advantage. And a pretty sizable one. Like that's not a game over advantage, but a pretty sizable one. If we look at these numbers,
Did anybody try with 5.5 Komi?
no, because the AlphaGo people are the secret order of monks and do not talk with mere mortals unless.
That's pretty true.
I think it's kind of the same with Leela.
Oh yeah, the Leela had the same discovery. Yeah. Yeah, this is not an uncommon thing. And then, just as human evidence is concerned, right? We have the Keje and Park Jung-wan, flipping back and forth 1 and 2 in top players in the world. And I think with the exception of like 2 or 3 games or something, white has always won whenever they've played.
The top human players too?
Hmm?
Yeah. The human players?
The top 2 human players, right? The top 2 human players in the world, Keje, Park Jung-wan,
Yeah, but
right? They keep playing each other and white keeps winning.
How much does, what does it take to make it an even game?
We don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at a screen that's very simple, and I'm just giving you anecdotal evidence. But we now have a growing body of evidence to at least suggest that 6.5 Komi is too high.
Too high.
Yeah, which is actually pretty exciting because Komi has inflated, right, over the last 100 years, right? Komi keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we keep finding ways to expand on the advantage for black. But this really in the last year or two, you could actually, between AI and the top players of the world preferring white, and their record showing that white wins more often, start actually making the case that 6.5 is too much Komi. Now this is all still, right, limited by our own human understanding of the game. Be it even in the AI, right, that's still going to have some marks of human analysis or things that are programmed into it in terms of like how a human writes a program, right? There's some like meta-human thing going on. Maybe there is some level of Go where 6.5 is not enough. But at least in our understanding and our finite reasoning that we can figure out between humans and computers, 6.5 might be too much Komi. So that's pretty exciting. And you can see it right here, right in the AlphaGo tool. Because the highest percentage, right, move that AlphaGo will start. And again, these numbers are not like fixed in stone. These are derived from running something like 10,000 simulations of whatever pattern it's analyzing. So they'll change from simulation to simulation. They'll always move up and down maybe half a percentage point. But AlphaGo really likes this move. Kyle.
What's the percentage? 150?
47.1.
47.
Whoa.
Okay.
Right, so we're talking like a 6 percentage point difference going to white, right? 47 to 53. However, the tool actually points out that the move AlphaGo would play is this one.
So what's the difference in percentage in between the two then?
So this one is 46.7%.
Oh,
So still we're about a 3% below, or above 50 depending on which color
The
we're.
like difference between the choices. is
Oh,
one
like
percent.
0.4%.
So why is it playing in
Well,
the
what's-
inferior move?
Because again, there's randomization when it's doing these analyses, and it's not necessarily comparing them. There's just a lot of randomization in its analysis protocol.
It has-
Oh, so mine choose differently.
Yeah. It's never going to play the exact same game twice. This is built into it to.
And in particular, Monte Carlo tree search, which it does use, does not use the best win percentage. It uses the one it simulated the most.
Exactly. Yes.
So there are no guarantees about paying attention.
That's right.
to
And if you're playing
percentages.
Crazy Go or Leela and using these other robots, you'll see the exact same thing happen. That often the highest win percentage move isn't the one it chooses to play. Right when you go back and look at the data.
so is there any estimate of the approximate scope of these probabilities here?
All we know is AlphaGo, according to the teaching tool, right, is telling us it's based on 10,000 simulations,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
Well, if you ran the 10,000 simulations a couple of different times, how much variance would there be?
Yeah, they published a paper about it that I didn't read that might give you that number, and maybe if someone on YouTube is really smart
Yeah.
and wants to be very, very kind,
Yeah.
they can go and look it up and see if it's in there and post it on this channel.
So is there a paper specifically on the AlphaGo teaching tool?
Yes,
Okay.
but I didn't read it. Again,
Who's your friend?
I've had the flu. I don't know. Some other interesting things just about the very, very first move. 46.4% chance of winning. It likes this one almost nearly as much as either of these. Like these are all very close. Whoa, hello, I just lost my board. If we play on the 5-4, we go down below 46%. We go down below 44%. So I mean, AlphaGo definitely likes the corner, right? Basically, the same thing that humans have figured out, AlphaGo likes as well. What about the God move?
Lower.
0.
This is the ultimate move in Go, right?
It's like the low 40.
The asymmetrical point on the board.
51%.
41.5. You say 51?
Yeah.
I just told you there's no move above 50. There's no move close to 50. But really doesn't like this one nearly as much as any of the corner moves. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Because, you know, there is like a philosophy to Go thinking that this is the best move, we just don't know how to use it. And if that is still true, AlphaGo doesn't know how to use it either.
But AlphaGo 0 is certainly tried.
I would assume so,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to comment on this anymore. Yeah. Okay, so let's just put this move into the game. So now, if we put this move into the game, you get a whole bunch of other possibilities that it's analyzed coming up, right? And this is sort of what your board looks like. All right, so here's a couple interesting things I want to point out. Number one, the move that AlphaGo wants to play is here. And it says, if white does this, black has a 46.2% chance of winning the game, right? So it's still like 3 or 4% in
What if
white's
he
favor.
plays an opposing corner? Opposing corner. No.
46.6% chance of black's favor. It actually likes this one better for white.
I suppose that makes sense because it invites the cross endings.
We say that now, but then if we go down the analysis hole,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense later.
Okay.
But yeah, so like some of our traditional opening theory, right, is that white likes the cross game better than black, right? Just because
Yeah.
black has this move advantage to build something, and so a cross game is harder to build things. But we'll see that's not necessarily the case according to at least these percentages. Now these percentages, again, I think you run the simulation again, they all are going to be off by up to 1% in either direction. Like I would expect a variance of at least 0.5% up to 1%. So these slight changes, when I'm comparing, 46.2 to 46.6, we have to kind of write it off as being mostly meaningless. But here are some things about traditional Go theory that I do want to bring before your attention. Normally, if we look at a move like this versus a move like this, which one of these do you like more?
Okay.
That one.
That one, yeah.
You like this one more, why?
Because white is pointing at an open corner instead of at black.
Yeah, black has the first move, right? So we don't want to make the biggest side of the board already facing the black influence stone, right? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch some other videos, but like on traditional opening theory. But that's basically, white has a disadvantage, right, in the opening, because he's always a move behind. So if we're going to make an asymmetry, we want to do so in a way that doesn't benefit our opponent playing there first. So we're going to make this shape away from the opponent. However, AlphaGo, again, has calculated odds for both of these and these. And if I average them all out, it's the AlphaGo teaching tool says there's about a 0.1 to 0.2 percentage difference between playing here and playing here.
So basically meaningless.
Basically meaningless, according to AlphaGo. And so that's pretty profound, right? If we were teaching, especially Japanese style, Takeo Kajiwara style, proper opening theory, white lost the game, right? This is really terrible move. AlphaGo says, maybe 0.1% chance lost. So that's pretty interesting. Another way to look at this now is that maybe AlphaGo is wrong. Maybe this is an area where actually humans haven't figured out something that AlphaGo hasn't. And so if you're looking to beat AlphaGo, right, this might be an avenue. If you can get white to play this type of move, if AlphaGo says, oh, there's no difference, maybe this is at least the old version of AlphaGo, right? This is teaching tools based on. Maybe this is a way to take advantage of it. Maybe. Or humans are too full of ourselves and making a huge difference between these two moves is really not that significant. This move is the move AlphaGo play here. Again, like I already pointed out. Anything else interesting? Oh yeah. This one. What do you guys think about AlphaGo playing this one?
Guts.
Looks really weird to me.
Yeah.
But didn't Sakata used to play that?
There was a lot of players who used to play this. Although,
A long time ago.
I don't know about Sakata, but there's you know, certainly old style, like going back 1800s Go, right? This was very common. Modern opening theory, you know, with Go Sagan, even Go Sagan experimented with this again after, you know, the fourth breed became popular, went back to some of these. This is a move that everybody knows and is still around. Like, no, this is not like a new move. What do you think AlphaGo thinks of it?
Probably likes it because it likes 3-3.
Seems like
It really doesn't hate it.
Yeah.
Again, the difference between its favorite move and just playing a 3-3 point is less than 1%.
No, I mean, at this stage, 1% is maybe rather huge, but
It should- Yeah, and it should be noted that it likes these 3-3s better than the opposite 3-3 as well.
okay.
So that rule still applies. All right. Should we play this move? Should we try it?
Sure.
Let's just click through. We might go through the simulation a couple times to get a feeling for some of these tendencies. All right, so the move that AlphaGo would have black played actually gives you two options. It's kind of weird. But black should play this or play this.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap you with both of these.
Doesn't like the shinies.
Don't like the shinies?
It doesn't like
Oh,
the other shinies.
It gives it actually the exact same win percentage as this, but it's just something to do with play. Playing a cross game is indeed all about half to a 1% lower percentage of any move in this corner than basically any of the moves in this corner. Just FYI. So again, AlphaGo that's like a traditional opening theory, right? Like black should not want a cross game. And again, AlphaGo is supporting that in this type of case. What do you think AlphaGo's liking of this move is?
Like 1% less, probably.
Guessing, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's really just 1 or 2, like not even a full 2% less than any of these other moves. This move, or maybe about 2% less than these, about 1% less than these. Again, not that far down. Again, AlphaGo is pretty confident you can't lose the game at this point if you play at least a normal looking move.
Is it possible that a 2% difference actually represents a really bad move? Like from the perspective that if you were 2% worse every single stone you laid down, you would have lost the game real fast.
Maybe, but
Yeah, but again, we already started with black being at like a 46 to 47% maximum.
Yeah,
And at this point, if black plays here, black is at a 45% chance of winning the game.
sure.
Maybe. I think this is interesting that this move, right, that I would always just say, no, you should play the open corners first, right? We just hold this move as wrong. AlphaGo's still like, meh. You know, it's kind of the reaction in this. All right, well, let's play one of these. Do you want to play this one or this one?
That one, 4-4.
4-4?
let's see if we can get all the 4 4s.
All right, let's get all the 4-4s, man.
I want to play possible.
All right, question. It actually really does have a favorite because the favorite move is also a significant, like almost a full half percent away from the next best move.
Okay.
So best move for white in this case.
Please tell me it's 4 4.
Not the 4-4.
Okay.
Which one?
3-4 facing toward its stone.
Yes. And this is still over half a percent better than playing this way. All right, we don't like this one, right? Because now black. We'll do this sort of thing. But that one. So we'll play there. Other moves, actually, if you play 5-4 at this point, AlphaGo really doesn't like it. This throws the game back to like a 50-50 shot.
Well, that's a
The total advantage of Komi is immediately lost if you play this in this case, which is pretty interesting. AlphaGo after the immediate opening, the 5-4 points all just sort of get hammered real quickly. If you do anything else, if white actually approaches, almost 50-50.
Whoa. That's a severe draw.
Yeah. So again, we're talking like 4 percentage points on that.
So it really cares about that last corner then.
It does. It does. And all the moves there, I mean, Of the four moves, let's see, these are all within, yeah, they're all within 1%. So as long as you play one of the standard moves, not awful. Not awful. It does like this one the best. All right, black. Now, the next move, and if you play this game on the AlphaGo teaching tool, it's really interesting because it gives you 3 moves that AlphaGo play here, which is weird. What do you think they are?
Approach lower left.
What approach?
Maybe high.
So here's the thing about AlphaGo and high
It doesn't
approach.
like high.
It rates the high approach percentage quite high, often even higher than the low approach. But for whatever reason built into this, it always wants you to low approach.
Weird.
Yeah, and we saw this in the games, right? Because in the games that AlphaGo played, it very much favored low approach. Where human players wouldn't think much and just say, I want the influence, you know, these Josekis are
even
good
though
for
it has
black.
a higher percentage, it picks the lower one more frequently, it feels like.
Often. In this case, this isn't true in this corner, but in other variations I've played with, I've seen it several times now in the teaching tool where it rates this at like, 47% and this at, 46.7%, and it still picks the lower.
So it's,
Well, to what
There's only
extent
a 6 there too.
is given that, looking at a pair of moves, to what extent is maybe the higher one actually conditional on finding some other move later on?
I don't think it works like that. I think it has to do a lot more with the neural network having learned some things, and through quote unquote computer experience or the neural learning, it is going to investigate the low approach much more and spend just more time on these moves than these moves. And so when it comes across a high approach, it's kind of like, that's interesting. I'll spend a little time investigating it. Oh, okay. Now let's take a look at the low move that I really wanted to play anyway, because that's what my neural network is telling me I should like. I'm going to spend a lot of time here. Oh, they're really close. Oh, I'm just going to play the low one, the one that I know. And that might be what's going on.
If you basically examine several moves in each round, and then always took the highest rated one,
Yeah.
could that...
Well, again, it has to do with not just the rating of the move, but the confidence of the move.
Right. So you
Right.
could say
it's a very,
you could say that AlphaGo's neural network has a style, and that the low approach is its style because it's investigated it more.
I do not want to make false claims that are now going to be forever on the internet in these videos. And again, people are super passionate about their AlphaGo information. You have no idea like how many comments I'm already going to get in this video. They're just like, well, AlphaGo does this thing, and you don't understand how neural networks work. And I go, yes, I know. This is why I'm not doing many classes on AlphaGo. So anyway, in conclusion, AlphaGo likes this one. What are the other 2 moves you think it likes in this case? Again, it gives 3 options of moves it would play, and they're all pretty close. Well, I should say, maybe not that close, within 0.5%.
3-3 invade.
It does.
3-3 invade is one of them, yes.
wow.
Yeah, and actually, maybe we can get back into it. Right before I came here, I was just playing through another variation on this thing, and the variation, I think it was a cross game, where the AlphaGo just, every move that it wanted to play was 3-3 invasion here, 3-3 invasion here. It just invaded every 3 corners in a row. Like, was the move that it was going to. But yes, this is one of them. This is amazing. Right? This is just, we don't understand Go, right? Like, we all know this move is good, but we've just never been able to value it. And if you ask any strong professional player, and hey, I'm going to do this now, they say, no, too early. Right? This is too early for this move. Not if you're AlphaGo. It just does not value thickness the same way.
So what would happen if, in this case, maybe human players playing, if white ignored the black move, presumably making a bigger one somewhere, and then black got a second move in there? Would that make it overwhelming?
Well,
There isn't a bigger move.
yeah, I don't know. There is a bigger move, and I just clicked and checked real fast here. AlphaGo responds to this. It gives if black plays this, white didn't even look at any other moves.
If you ignore it, it's like black played the 3-3 and then white played that.
It's a big difference.
Yeah,
it's a really big difference.
Yeah.
All right, third move though.
What are the enclosures? Or what are you saying?
Sure.
On the side.
Or maybe
Well, there's no sound run
I was
save
gonna say maybe approach
because this is 3. Oh wait, no. Oh crap.
What?
Crap.
Have you been doing 3-4?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Everything I said was wrong.
Oh no.
I'm playing this game.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh.
Now it's an enclosure.
Now the YouTube comments are coming. I was like, I was playing along and all the numbers you said were lies.
It probably is D14 because it really.
Oh my god.
Well, you can put a little annotation on the video that
Or-
says.
Well, maybe
Oh,
not.
that takes work. Wow.
Or maybe it's 017.
Alright.
Kobayashi.
Well, here, we're going to pretend this is where we're at. And in the last 10 minutes of your lives, we're just going to pretend I didn't waste them. We're all in agreement?
Go
Perfect.
back and edit the video.
Okay, alright, here, we have this move, we have this move, we have another move.
Okay, now the upper right corner.
Where?
Oh, C15 maybe?
15 is
Or
what I
14.
play, but 14
I
is.
think it like
C4.
15.
I was gonna say
On the third line.
D15 is the one that I.
Yeah, the third line. I see.
AlphaGo style.
There.
This is where, yeah, have you guys been looking at AlphaGo games?
Obviously not.
Like the Master Series? Like this AlphaGo move.
Yeah.
Likes two-space high enclosure.
I feel so weird.
Now here's an interesting thing. It gives the same percentage to this move.
Yeah.
But it plays this one. And so again, I don't know if there's something else in the program. You just tell it to when it's like an even percentage, play the less frequently played one. Maybe there's some of that kind of thing. Or again, maybe it's a neural network thing where it's just sort of accidentally trained itself to investigate this one more and has a higher confidence in this move. But again, AlphaGo style, right? Low one-space approaches or two high-space enclosures. Very AlphaGo style. Let's play it. In fact, no, do you want to play the 3-3? What do you guys want to play? What do you want to investigate here?
Third line.
Here, or here?
Let's go for the last one.
Yeah, you want to see how this enclosure works?
Seems the weirdest.
Seems the weirdest. It's actually also the highest win percentage for black of the three moves.
Ah, okay.
But, I mean, I want to know what the response is.
That's
I
what
don't
I
know
want to
what
know.
it does.
White has a great response. Oh, and this is great.
3-3 mid, the upper left.
Feels like
AlphaGo gives two moves it wants to play.
Again, take up
What
a
does that, what do you
slide.
mean?
There's only two options on the entire board. They're both highlighted in green, saying AlphaGo play one of these two.
F3.
okay moves.
F3 is not one of the moves. It does not like Kobayashi, by the way.
Doesn't like
AlphaGo does not usually like Kobayashi.
Something like
K17?
K16 or 17?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
AlphaGo likes this move.
Well, I mean, he liked it as black.
Well, it could be because you got the similar shapes. It could be that there's a similar result on the
Well,
other.
Mirko is clearly good for white, right?
Yeah.
If everyone gets the same number of points, Komi is huge.
Yeah. White's ahead.
Secondarily, white likes this move.
Okay, so the
Makes
opposite
sense.
is-
But he does like this one more, or she likes this one more.
So what's the win percentage now?
So this is a 45.5 for white.
or black.
So we've been grinding, oh, for black, sorry, for black. So we've been grinding black down. Remember how we started with like 46 and change for black? Playing all moves that AlphaGo would play, black's already lost even more of that advantage. And of all the variations I've looked at, they've all gone this way.
Where
Right.
it just grinds down.
Where it gradually takes that 46 something percentage at the start and gradually, piece by piece, goes down and down and down. But anyway, this is the move white's plays. Let's play this one. Next move for black, it only gives one option that is worthy of considering. And actually, black gets a little 1.1 percentage bump here.
Oh, 17?
Yes. Natural, right? Never guess the white response.
3-3 and
Fade the corner.
I was being a little facetious, guys.
Always playing mirror goes, so.
Powerful.
Really? We're playing Mirror Go. Wow. All right. Here, let's do it. Let's start again. We'll do another variation.
No.
Does this
Go,
continue?
go get on the computer. You can play it out. It's now just down to one move. It's just playing a one move variation. It plays about 25 moves or so, and it doesn't have any other options. It's just telling you the best move after you get about 7-8 moves in. it'll just go to this one line that it thinks is best. So,
So this sequence, does this continue with the mirror go?
I don't know, go do it, I'm challenging you to go play with it yourself. Good.
That worked.
Let's start again with this, because this is what I promised and failed. You guys remember this move?
Yeah.
Good. Let's give white its 4/4 point. Oh yeah, this changes everything. A little bit. No, quite a bit. Quite a bit.
There's like C4 now?
So it really, yeah, like C4 more than D17. No, this is, or it's not, wait, I can't read. C, oh man, the numbers are backwards on this board than that board.
What has
Okay.
happened?
What just happened? It likes this move. It wants to play this move rather than this one, but it gives a higher win percentage to this one.
Okay.
And the win percentage for this one is actually quite good. It goes up to 46.9%. This is actually like, we're actually like improving on black's starting percentage here. Let's play that one, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good. 2 options for white. What do you think they are?
Q3 and
2-3?
Q.
Oh, Q3.
Probably C4.
There's one.
Oh, there is?
And 4/4?
Good.
Yeah.
What do you think it's?
It
Thanks
probably
for this
doesn't
one.
like that.
Hmm?
Probably doesn't like that one.
0.5% worse.
0.5% worse.
Mhm.
I'm guessing 0.5% might
And again, if we do this,
Bad.
be just
50-50. It puts it back to 50-50. Do not play 5-4 according to AlphaGo.
maybe this is the same position where we should.
You want to do 4-4?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Everybody loves the 4-4.
Same enclosure again, probably.
This is the move. See, is there, oh, but there is higher win percentage moves out on the board. There's one higher win percentage move.
And we're gonna
So this is the move it likes.
So let's play
Find the higher win percentage move.
Let's play the higher percentage move.
3 then, I guess.
2-space jump on the right side.
3-3 is not the higher percentage move in this case.
Enclose D5 instead?
No.
No?
This is a very human move. This is like a human move.
Oh,
If you were playing,
Chinese. Low Chinese.
the low Chinese is on there. It's actually a 0.5% worse than this enclosure.
Okay.
So it doesn't hate it, but it's not.
03 or 017.
0.17.
That would be my move.
Yeah, human move, right?
Yeah.
This is the highest win percentage move.
Yay!
You're human. I told you. All right, white.
Bar 14.
Wow, again, it's not playing the highest win percentage move. Or, well, lowest win percentage move because it's white. R14 is your answer. This is the lowest win percentage for black. All right, so it's a good move for white. But AlphaGo says it would play here. Right here, yeah, let's play this one.
Yeah.
Because that's, again, the human move.
No.
Humans are doing really well, actually. Oh my god. That's not a move.
What?
Wow.
Right.
Q13.
Go invade the other corner.
Shoulder hit.
What
You
is
probably
the-
will.
This move. It's not a move.
Is it Q13?
It's favorite move for black.
Is what?
It is not Q13.
Oh, okay. K16?
No.
Enclose upper left?
Kind of.
Does it do
The move AlphaGo wants to play.
Wait,
God.
what?
What is that?
This should hurt all of you. Okay? Because how do we feel about 4 space
No,
extensions?
this is a good move.
7 space
Well,
extension?
given the like that.
Play it.
It's a 4 to
I have
7.
tried this kind of move.
Well, it's like
Well,
Chinese.
then you're AlphaGo, man.
It's like
No.
Chinese, but it's off by 1.
Surely you see the point.
Yeah, it's.
Given that like that 2-space
Yeah.
jump out to D5.
It's a misclick when you try to do
would
Chinese.
It's so here. All right. So what does Chinese try to do? Let's talk about Chinese first. Like, what's the benefit of Chinese?
White's fighting by weird spacing in the top left, right?
Yeah. So this actually isn't weird spacing. 5 spaces is normal by human standards, right? 5 spaces, we like 5 spaces, right? That makes it hard to make make it hard on your opponent to make a base in here. 6 spaces, much easier time making a base.
Right.
So we like 5 spaces, most efficient large extension. What do we think of 4 spaces?
Not as good as 5.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, but if white goes in there, black can seal him in this kind of position. Yeah, so he's sealed.
Yeah.
And I think he's sealed because of the problem.
white's going to come in this way,
Okay.
but it doesn't matter.
Well, but
But, I mean, what do you do here?
You might find this variation in the tool.
I mean, you have a weak point here.
Now we have to think, but.
Okay.
But I think we just go on top.
On top of the
G5, you mean?
You come here?
No, so, yeah.
I think that's.
That looks perfect.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is weird, okay? If I'm not saying it's bad because AlphaGo likes it, I'm saying it's weird at the very least. And I know, Dan, you've played it before and you love it, and
I
that's
didn't
great.
say I love it, but I can certainly see why
Okay.
somebody or something would want to play it.
Okay. How do we feel about? All right. We know we have mixed feelings about 4 space extensions. Yes, though.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we feel about 7 space
2 each and
extensions?
live in that 7 space extension.
Yeah, it's like there's not a relationship, right? It's not. They're not a real extension, unless we have like a thickness, or big wall or something. So very strange. This should just hurt you, but it's AlphaGo's favorite. What do you think white does?
Like C14 or something?
I think he's.
Yeah, it's like, look, 7 space extension.
Exactly. But now,
And white also plays this because if white, let's say white were to approach over here, and black were to play here, now what happens here?
It's better.
Now this extension is fixed, right? Now we're down to 5 spaces. 5 spaces is good. White can't make a base in here. We're good. That's good spacing. So white's gonna play this. Let's play it. Black. Oh, it's an AlphaGo move.
Is it in the same area? Is it in the upper right still?
Let's kick it.
Yeah.
Just kick it. This is the 20Q and AlphaGo move. No one in between plays it.
F16.
Now they make this exchange. They play this.
Then he goes to
C10.
Now, actually, this is an interesting problem, right? Because if you play here, you're entitled to play here, right? But now this stone will actually give you an anchor point to invade.
So only C11.
So you play here, this feels small. And if you play out here, you just get undercut. AlphaGo plays here, though.
and what does it think its odds are
Right now,
Maybe that makes-
we're at 45.3.
for black?
About
For
the
black.
same.
Maybe that makes kicking
So
look
white's
good.
very happy with its game.
I mean, if I was white, I would just play here.
Yeah.
I would just play there. But that's me, and I'm not AlphaGo.
And that C8 stone looks good.
Look at all so we can figure out what percentage of that is.
I mean, here's the thing though, right? This would look better,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
So if white can do this, I feel better about this than this.
That's fair.
So I don't know. But AlphaGo plays here. And at this point, we're just smoking the crack.
I'm not 100% shocked, actually. I probably would never play.
Is that real close for black?
It feels like it did occur to me.
It undercut.
Yeah, I mean,
But, not before, probably wouldn't have before this lecture.
These are the sort of moves that if you saw
It feels
students
like
do,
it
you'd be
fixes
like,
a
no,
lot.
what are you doing?
what is this? AlphaGo means, here's the other thing why I don't teach AlphaGo, right? AlphaGo means I cannot yell at any of you for anything. That's all it means to me.
Black is fixing like shape or something. Like,
Well, but if white comes
My
down,
shape is good.
this is overconcentrated.
Yeah.
Right, so
Right
this would be
now-
acceptable for black.
Black has.
But white doesn't play here.
Oh,
C10.
no. What does he play?
Sibicky.
In this case,
Go on top?
best move for white is here.
Is that
that feels like his leaving.
serious?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, look, it makes, if you assume that this group is now out and safe,
Right.
right, which is what you try to do with this move, you're like, look, I just want to take one move and make sure I'm safe and I'm out. I don't have a base, but I'm not dead. There's an overextended group over here,
Yeah.
right, or at least relationship. This formation is very thin actually on the inside. So if I'm not under threat, let's play the biggest move on the
Yeah,
board.
but
Here, we'll play a few more just for
he
fun.
answered it.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Again, this is thin,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's thin, but
and this is weak. So if I can lean on this and then attack this, hey, that's classic Go, man.
Yeah.
That's how Go works.
I don't think intended to
Oh man, all right. Next move though. Next move, white wins the game. Percentage drops all the way down to 43.5% for black.
It has to be something where you fix it.
It's an AlphaGo move. AlphaGo really likes AlphaGo moves. That's all I'm really learning from the teaching
Still,
tool.
still in the same area?
Like when it plays an AlphaGo move, the percentage all of a sudden like moves like an extra tick.
Is it still in the same area?
No.
No.
It's done over here.
It's done.
That's settled.
Alright, we're done with this variation. I'm gonna go back.
45% for black.
This is we're down to 43% for black.
43.
Yeah, so we've eroded that.
Well, clearly there's no.
We had like all this exchange, this was hanging around like 45, 45, and all of a sudden, boom, we're down to the 43s.
It just looks so much better for black. It feels like white stones are like all just over everywhere.
That's AlphaGo though, man.
It's
It's like, all right, one more time. Should we play one more game against the AlphaGo teaching tool?
Do you have any follow-ups on this now?
I do not want to talk about it. But this is a Joseki that AlphaGo plays in a number of games. And actually, the first game I think we saw it played in. You guys remember the Lee Sedol games, right? Of course. And then like a few months went by and like no one was talking about AlphaGo wasn't releasing anything. And all of a sudden then they released, I think it was 3 games. I don't remember. They released like 3 games of AlphaGo playing itself. And this thing kept coming up in them. So that was like AlphaGo's big secret new thing after the Lee Sedol games. All right, we'll do one more of these Alice in Wonderland journeys.
How about Orthodox?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. 45.
So here we'll start with the 4-3. Let's get into something like an Orthodox. We'll play. What's the best win percentage on the left? Again, AlphaGo wants to play here. Oh, yeah, this is the weirdly weird thing.
Okay.
We didn't because I screwed up the beginning of this video so hard. This lecture so hard because I thought I played 4-4.
It doesn't want to take the bigger side of the
Yeah,
board.
it doesn't play like AlphaGo plays here. Now, granted, we're talking a 0.1 percentage difference,
So
but it both wants to play here and favors here. I can't explain this.
guess it doesn't want to do. They're doing some closure extension thing from black. I don't know.
But we'll play over here just for to get to some sort of Orthodox type of formation. AlphaGo now wants to play here. Best move. We're up to 46.6%.
I'm doing that.
Hey.
Keep that number in mind. Best move for white is, after I click it, oh, it gives you 2. Can't make up his mind.
R4.
Yes. Which ones?
R4 and Q4.
Good. You want to play the 4-4-1?
Sure.
It wants to do AlphaGo for now.
All right, now.
Two space enclosure on top.
Well, we know what.
And the difference between AlphaGo move and the Orthodox is huge.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like 1.4 percentage drop if we don't do the AlphaGo move.
Whoa.
So is the AlphaGo the 2 space high?
Yes.
Yeah.
AlphaGo Orthodox.
Yeah.
This puts AlphaGo up to 46.8, so it's actually climbing as black. If we do Orthodox, we drop to 45.4.
Wow. That's a big drop.
What was the first one?
46.8.
46. Okay. 46.8, and then the other one drops 45 something.
Yeah, 45.4. Again, not people. Humans have played this. This is not a human, right? But this is like, if you're playing this as a human, you're kind of dickish. Right? You're kind of just like screwing around, like, oh yeah, I'm the big man on the board. Look at how big. This is your like tried and true. This is your Volvo go moves.
Same, just being stable.
Yeah, I'm just taking my points, taking what I get, closing along. Which one do you want to play?
Let's do Orthodox.
This one.
Yeah.
Let's be human.
People.
Well, it's interesting to see the continuations for the games we've seen before.
And I'll do a move and like it'll drop to 40%.
All right, where does the human play in this
Either-
case?
O17 or K17.
Yes.
Good. Human move here.
Yeah.
Older human move here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say human. None of these AlphaGo likes at all.
Not at all.
Like not even in like the top. Hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neither one are in the top 5 moves on the board. Wow. According to AlphaGo.
Probably like Sandrin say for white.
3-3.
Really?
Yeah, like 3.
That seems super dangerous.
There is actually an interesting point about this 3-3. Is if black blocks you this way, right? You presume that he will. White makes the game really simple. Why?
No swimming.
White.
Yeah, but why is this strategy simple?
White can maybe jump in there and then try to live.
Yeah, black has a wall here. Black has a wall here. This is all black's turn. This is the only area for black to develop. Black's got to jump in there. Want to do it?
Well, because they always play the variation where black takes Sente out of this.
Oh yeah.
Like every time.
Yes.
Gonna
Well,
go
early.
Or 14.
This is the AlphaGo variation, right?
Like every time.
Yeah. I gotta click. Why don't you click? AlphaGo. And then.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
All right, so it feels like black has to play here now, right?
Yeah. That would,
No.
no. Okay.
No. Are there even choices? No. No, there's no
Black
choice.
isn't gonna continue on the bottom?
It says best move for black.
Oh, it's 3-3 in the lower left,
So
right?
black and
Or in the upper left.
Well, black is saying, no, I don't want all my points to come from that area. I need points in other places too.
Maybe it's not looking so good. We got to start a twin thread here.
It just really likes it. It just really likes it. Now the thing is, if you do this in your games, you get in so much trouble, right? Because your opponent ends with this giant Moyo. AlphaGo don't care. Let's see, is anything interesting happen? Oh, actually AlphaGo prefers a slightly different variation this way.
Oh.
Yeah, instead of playing this one, AlphaGo just plays this one.
Oh, but it ends in the same place.
But same.
Oh, wait, no, black didn't do the same thing.
Well, I mean, it's similar. All right, but now White's finally like, okay, these two basically cancel out. You're building something, I'm building something. Who can build faster? Who can build faster between this and this?
Looks like black.
Black, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Right, it already has a wall on 2 sides, white only has a wall on 1 side and 1 stone. So if white, you know, makes the same kind of thing, white's a move behind. So instead of falling a move behind, what must white do?
Jump in.
Must break it up. Time to reduce. Where do we reduce?
It's gonna be E17.
It's gonna attack the wall.
E17 is not this is human move. This is actually a human move. This is a modern human move.
K17 or something like that.
K17 is human move.
Yeah, just what?
Very human. Too human, Kyle.
I know.
Just drop down like about G17 or something, or maybe G16.
Close, but totally wrong side.
Oh, that's
That's
Too close to the wall.
You would say that, right?
Yeah.
But I think the robot is saying, look, this wall has no base.
yeah.
That's not a wall, that's a stick.
That's a stick. Oh no. No. I'm walking up. This is no. I'm gonna give you one more move, and then we're leaving this variation.
You always.
So what we learned from AlphaGo is attached to weak stones, yeah.
I give up. I give up. All right, we all can agree this is done. We're not learning anything more from this variation. All right, so anyway, in conclusion, is the AlphaGo a good teaching tool? No. No, it's pretty terrible. It's interesting.
Well, it might be good for the top players in the world.
I think it's really interesting for if you're a top Go player to go say, hey, what would AlphaGo do here?
It has,
Because it does have a lot of moves in it, and you can cross-reference them and double check. You know, it takes into account board symmetry, and you know, it's a really good tool for you can go to look up and get ideas for your opening, right? If you're a top player in the world. But the rest of us, it's kind of like a toy. It's kind of like Merry Christmas. Have a toy.
I can remember when I was just getting started, and I noticed that if I played aggressively against people stronger than me, and maybe it's just because they were still in their double-digit Qs and they'd recognize the hollowness of my threat. If I played aggressively, they'd back off, and I'd do better. And of course, I've gotten to the point now where people I play, we're playing whites, they know better now. But I think I'll start doing some of those at AlphaGo.
Yeah, just mess with them. Why not? Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, right? Just playing this against someone, right?
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this one. Very AlphaGo.
Okay, gotta learn that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what follows after that attachment. What does AlphaGo do? Okay.
Tanuki,
Really?
That
Ken, or finish. That's one variation.
Okay.
All right, you guys want to play some Go?
Box were playing
Yeah.
with that actually. The Aya box,
Yeah.
they were playing with that.
Yeah, this is already being played out by pros too. This is shown up in pro games now a lot. This from the AlphaGo influence. So a lot of these moves actually have two. I mean, this has two. Right? Everyone is being inspired by AlphaGo and taking, these moves and adding them to the repertoire.
It's fun.
Okay, all right, go play some Go.